Carl Jung reveals the final inner test most people never pass. Think about this for a moment. What if your life has never been random? What if every disappointment, every betrayal, every sudden awakening was not a mistake, but a test? Not an exam imposed by society, but an inner test designed by your own psyche. And what if the reason these words resonate with you right now is because you've already passed part of it? Carl Jung believed that life secretly initiates us, not through comfort, but through confusion, not through success, but through pressure. Most people think life is happening to them. Jung said, life is happening through them. And until you understand that, you live unconsciously guided by forces you don't even see. The first test almost everyone fails is comfort. Society rewards obedience, predictability, safety. We are taught to seek approval before truth. But Jung noticed something disturbing. People would rather suffer in familiar ways than change in uncertain ones. If you've ever felt empty, even when everything was fine, that wasn't weakness. That was your psyche warning you that comfort was costing you meaning. The second test is the shadow. Life forces this confrontation through loss, failure, rejection, or collapse. Anger, envy, fear, guilt. Most people project these outward and call the world cruel, Jung warned. What you refuse to face within yourself appears as fate. Passing this test requires honesty, not positivity. You stop asking, why me? And start asking, what is being revealed in me? Then comes isolation. Not physical loneliness, but psychological separation. Old conversations feel empty. Old goals lose meaning. Jung went through this himself and called it a symbolic death. This phase feels like something is wrong, but in truth, something false is dissolving. Withdrawal guided by reflection is not regression. At this stage, something changes. You start seeing patterns, repeating relationships, recurring obstacles, the same emotional wounds resurfacing. Jung said these are messages. The unconscious doesn't disappear when ignored, it takes control. Integration begins when you stop numbing, distracting, and escaping and start listening. Fear becomes the final gatekeeper here. Fear of rejection, fear of being seen, fear of standing alone. Then comes the darkest phase. Old motivations stop working. The ego feels lost. Life feels empty. Jung called this negredo the psychological darkness before rebirth. You are not broken here. You are between identities. Life cracks the persona, the social mask, because the soul can no longer breathe beneath it. This is where individuation truly begins. You stop living by borrowed scripts. You start listening inwardly, even when it contradicts family, culture, or expectations. This doesn't make you antisocial. It makes you authentic. You realize success without meaning is hollow. Approval without truth is exhausting. Meaning replaces achievement. And now, the final test, the most misunderstood one. It is not mastery. It is not perfection. It is surrender. Not surrender to weakness, but surrender to wholeness. Jung discovered that at a certain point, the ego itself becomes the obstacle. The final test is allowing the deeper self to lead even when the path is unclear. Here, suffering changes. It becomes information, not punishment. You no longer crave validation. Approval becomes optional. Criticism becomes instructive. Compassion deepens. Judgment softens. You are no longer split against yourself. Here is the final truth Jung pointed toward. The test was never imposed by the world. It was generated by your own psyche. Every struggle was an invitation to consciousness. And the choice remains the same always. Become conscious, or be ruled by what you refuse to see. Which part of this journey are you in right now? Subscribe, like, and share to my YouTube channel, Psyche Insights.